metal detector. This machine was built to be a quality machine, yet affordable for the beginner metal detector or the veteran who wanted to add to their arsenal. Today I'm going to go over a few quick features of this machine and then do a little quick field test just to show you how it operates. The Teknetics Patriot metal detector. It's a good looking machine. See the faceplate's a patriotic American flag. The control unit is very thin. The machine's built to be very lightweight. It's 2.9 pounds without batteries, 2.15 pounds with 4 AA batteries, which you can expect to get about around 40 hours of life with quality alkaline batteries. You notice the 11-inch double D coil, very good coil, deep seeking coil, lightweight. Moving up the shaft, you'll see the S handle, the armrest, padded armrest, and the the battery housing with a 1/4-inch jack. And this is where you flip this down to change the batteries, very easy to do in the field. We'll go over a few of the features on the menu real quick. We got the program. Let me turn it on. See the FF, the double wings. Anyone that's hunted with a F70 will instantly recognize this machine. But on the menu you have program 1, which is a factory default for a discrimination program. Program 2 is a all metals for general hunting if you're not worried about discriminating. We'll scroll through the 6 menu items here real quick, give you a little rundown on those. First one is discrimination level. I'm running mine on a 15 right now. Next, go down to speed. This is, there's a slow speed and a DE, which is default, which is generally what I run it on. It's a better, quicker recovery setting. And this is just a general all-around better one to hunt in. If you the slow speed, you can get more depth, but it's a little more erratic around some interference. You have sensitivity. I'm on 60 personally. Threshold is the when I first started metal detecting in 1980, the fellow told me, who I bought my machine from, he referred to it as a silent buzz. Basically, it is a slow hum that you can hear. If you set it where you just barely hear the hum, you can get a little added depth out of your machine by just hearing subtle changes in the tone when you go over a really deep object. Then you have number of tones. This comes with 7 tones. I set mine on 3 tones, personal preference, and notch discriminate. You can set it, this comes preset set with iron ruled out. You set it for foil, nickels, tabs, the whole bit, all the way up to where I guess it would rule everything out, but that kind of defeats the purpose of having a machine. Then you have the plus and minus button. Between some of the things, you can adjust your settings between your various levels of discriminate and sensitivity and a threshold. You can just scroll between those. You have the GG or ground grab button. Ground grab is also known as ground balance for those of you who've been in the field a while. You depress and hold that down, pump your machine up and down, and it will instantly tune your machine to the ground where you're hunting. Pinpoint, you press that down. It is a zero motion sweep pinpoint with a fairly accurate depth gauge. I was really surprised about that. You have this operates on 13 hertz, but if you're getting interference from another machine, you can switch frequencies and continue to hunt. I set up a little demonstration here for some. I know they're on the top of the ground, but I've got some few little items out here we want to detect and see how the detector sounds. Okay, first I've got a 3-ringer or mini ball here on the ground, and so we can get where you can see the screen here. It's coming across as about a 61 and showing it's zinc. It's kind of hopping around between 57. Just gonna call it around 60. That's a good solid signal. I definitely would dig that one. Moving on down here, I've got a general service eagle button, federal eagle button. That's coming through. Good solid signal. About a 30, mid-20s, upper 30s, mid-20s to 30 range. One neat thing about this, I don't know if you can see it yet or not, there's the button. But right beside it is a big iron screw. It's a butt plate screw. And I'm just showing you how this thing will pick out good signals even with trash right next to it. See? Hey, I'd dig that, wouldn't you? Then over here we have just a square nail. Old square nail, not getting the peep, which we shouldn't. We've got iron notched out. And going up here, I've got an 18, I can't give you the exact date because I can't really read it, but it's 1800 something, silver dime. That is coming through as a strong 72 and with a good dime signal. Let's do a pinpoint here to see the depth. Just see that in works. And about 4 inches. That's just about 4 inches. This one, we'll move down here. I've got a wheat penny. It's coming through it keeps hopping between zinc and dime. Which makes sense. Coming through about a good, I'll call it about 72. Definitely a diggable signal. And up here I have a quarter. It's solid 86, and it is showing quarter. Let's do a pinpoint on that little guy again. About 5 inches. About 5 inches. But that just gives you a brief rundown on it. The machine will, when you really push this, I normally wear headphones so I get more depth out of it. But this machine has really impressed me. I'm going to be taking it in the field quite a bit from now on. I enjoyed hunting with it. I wasn't as fatigued at the end of the day as I have been with some of my heavier machines. The machine I first started hunting with was over 5 pounds, so the technology has came a long ways. But anyway, overall, I really like the machine. I was very impressed with it. You see a sale price out there now around $399. With this machine, they've hit a home run with this machine. But with that kind of sale price, I mean, they have knocked this one out of the park. They have hit a grand slam. But again, this is Eric Garland with American Digger Magazine. Thank you.